everybody, my name is Tammy and I'm a doctor of physical therapy. In this video we are going to be talking about lower back pain that feels better with extension movements. If you don't have an idea of what I'm talking about, please watch the low back introductory video that I posted before. The link is in the description below, so you can narrow down if the next set of exercises we will do in this video will be beneficial for you. Now, before you do anything else, make sure to read the indications, contraindications, red flags in the description, and take a look at the disclaimer. The next set of exercises we are going to do in this video are lumbar extension exercises. People who tend to benefit from these exercises are those who are experiencing lower back pain, usually on one side, that tends to travel down towards the buttocks, knee, and even down to your ankle and toes. You are probably feeling your symptoms more with bending movements, so that can be if you're in a sitting position, if you are lifting or actually bending, your symptoms tend to increase, and your symptoms are better with extension movements that can be walking or lying down. Now I will talk about what can be causing these symptoms at the end of the video, because I want us to start off with the exercises itself. Okay guys, so the first movement again we are going to start with is going to be a lumbar extension in a standing position. You are going to have your feet hip width apart, take your hands, put it right behind your lower back, and relax your bum, and you're going to go forward and back. Again, you guys, I'm not going all the way back, right? As far as you can, go forward and back. Now, the first couple of times you might feel like a pinching sensation in your lower back. That's okay, as long as it's not causing your symptoms to move from your lower back down towards your knee and ankle, right? So if this is making your symptoms worse, you shouldn't be doing these exercises. But if you do about, like, let's say 10 of them, and then you walk around, you're like, oh yeah, you know, I'm not feeling the symptoms in my ankle anymore, now it's up to my knee, or even better, it's up to my hip, then you know, great, this is what you need to be doing. So I want you to try to incorporate that into your daily routine, about 10 every hour, every 2 hours. You want to make sure you're doing this exercise. Now, if this is a little bit challenging to do in standing position, the rest of the movements, we are going to be doing them on the floor. Again, on a mat. You don't want to be on a super soft mattress. You want to have some firmness on the surface you're doing these on, okay? Also, if the standing exercises were good for you, you can always again incorporate the rest of these exercises on the floor. Perfect guys, now that we are on our mat, we are going to start on our belly first, okay? So this is a progression. Eventually, I want you guys to be able to do all of these movements, but first we're going to start just to see if we can stay on our belly in this position, okay? So your head is down, and you're going to relax your bum, okay? And if this helps your back, if you feel better, like you feel like the symptoms are reducing, I want you to eventually work your way up towards going on your elbows. Again, I'm really trying not to squeeze my glute muscles. My glute muscles are super relaxed, so maybe shake your bum a little bit, see how that feels. And either you can just hold the position here, or you can try to do repetitions of this, right? So you go down, with an inhale, come back up, go on your elbows. Then exhale, relax your belly. See how that feels. You will definitely feel more of a pressure right on your lumbar spine, right? And let's say you do this a couple of times, you start feeling better. If you can tolerate, the goal is to go from here up to your hands. Now, let's say if today your symptoms are really aggravated, you can't go on your hands, that's okay. Do the elbow one for, the next 5 times, and then eventually see if you can get into doing this with your hands, right? So again, you're going to plant your hands on the floor. From here, relax your glutes and push your body up. Squeeze your shoulder blades down and exhale. Let go of your belly and then slowly go back down. Again, you're going to try to do this 10 times. Every time you come up, exhale, let go of your belly. Once you let go of your core, you will definitely feel more of a stretch in the lower back, right? And we repeat this 10 times. Again, if this exercise is helping you, you sit up, you're like, oh Tam, you know, my symptoms feel so much less. They're centralizing, they're moving away from my foot to my knee up to my lower back. Even if you have more lower back pain, that's a good thing. That's how you know your symptoms are going away, okay? Now, let's say you do this one that we just did and you're not having a lot of relief. We still have 2 more options in extension, okay? If they're helping you, you just stick to them. If they're not helping you, we're gonna try the next 2 movement, which is extensions, but your hips are deviated to either left side or the right side of the room, okay? So if you're down, first pick up your bum, put it on, let's say all the way to the right side of the room. Then you look like a banana now, right? You're like a curved shape. So you plant your hands up, relax your glutes, and push your body up now, okay? So this is going to be putting more pressure on one side as opposed to the other. Again, come up. I did that a little bit fast, sorry guys. Exhale, let go, and come back down. And let's say you do this. If it's making your symptoms worse, stop. If you feel that shooting pain going down your leg, stop. If it feels good, stick to it, do more of them. If nothing has changed or your symptoms got worse, we are going to now bring our hips to the other side of the room. So again, I'm going to pick my hips up, put it to the other side of the room, and from there, I'm going to plant my hands down and come up. Now it's going to feel a little bit weird, right? But again, see how your symptoms are. After you do your 10, exhale, relax your belly, back down, up. Great. So hopefully you have some relief with these exercises. Again, if you do, that's great. You incorporate it into your daily routine. You try to do 10 of that movement a couple of times a day, preferably every hour. Don't wait for your symptoms to come back to doing the exercises again, okay? Now, we want to be able to do other things too, right? We want to go back to our normal daily living activities, right? So we need to start incorporating all lumbar movements, right? So the first one we are going to start with is, again, our flexion exercises, right? Because you don't want to not be able to bend ever again, right? So again, you can just do a knee to chest, you know, see how that feels. Any of these, if they're aggravating your pain, you stop right away, okay? So if you do this and you're like, oh my God, I have nerve pain going down my knee, stop the movement, go back to your extensions. It's too early to do this, okay? So the rest of these are once your symptoms are gone, okay? So you can start with doing some gentle knee to chest exercises. Then you can start adding a little bit of rotation, right? So keep your feet together, drop your knees to one side, and in terms of repetition of these, you can try with like doing 2 sets of 10 of each, see how that feels, you know. Great. And then let's say after adding rotation exercises, we are going to start incorporating stretches and strengthening exercises, right? Again, I will have videos in the description for you guys that will go in more detail of, you know, strengthening for core for beginners and intermediate and so on, and also stretches for the lower back. But in this video, I will go over a couple of them with you that are amazing. One is single knee to chest. So you bend one knee, bring it to your chest. The other knee, you either keep it on the floor or you can bend it up. Take your hands, put it behind your knee, squeeze that knee in towards your chest so you feel a nice stretch in your glute, maybe even your hamstring. And again, stretches you hold for 30 seconds. You do 2 to 3 times on each side. Now I'm going to try the other side. Again, I'm going to bring my knee towards my chest. A lot of people like to hold their hand on top of their knee. It's your choice. See how your knee feels, whatever feels better for you. The second exercise is double knee to chest. So bring both of your knees to chest. And again, with your hands interlocked, on top of the knee or behind your knee, and squeeze your knees in towards your chest. You can even rock side to side if you want here. Great. And the last stretch I'm going to teach you guys in this section is a piriformis stretch. I will have a video dedicated just to piriformis. I'll put it in the description for you guys. Here, I'm quickly gonna go over it. Bring your ankle over your knee and push this knee away from your body. Right, so my right ankle over my left knee, I'm pushing my right knee away from my body. If this is not a good enough stretch for you, you're not feeling it in your glute going towards your knee, we're going to make it a little bit harder. Bring your hands right through, interlock your fingers behind your knee. As you bring your left knee in with your elbow, you push your right knee away. And you should be feeling a really nice stretch now. So with every inhale, get taller in your body, bring that left knee towards your chest. With an exhale, push your right knee away using your elbow, okay? And again, you can do this for 30 seconds, but honestly, I recommend to hold it as long as you need to for that stretch to subside, the intensity of stretch to subside. Okay, great, and then you can try it on the other side. Now, in terms of strengthening, I'm only going to go over 2 in this video, okay? Very gentle strengthening exercises. Number 1 is a posterior pelvic tilt. So take your hands, put it right on your pelvis. Now try to rotate your pelvis backwards so your lower back is touching the floor. You hold it for 5 seconds and you relax. Make sure you can breathe. So the best way to do that is actually count out loud. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Then you know you're not holding your breath. That's the first exercise. The second exercise we're going to do is an isometric strengthening. You're going to take one hand, bring one knee up, take your opposite hand, put it on your knee, and as you push down with the hand, you're going to push up with the knee. 50% of your maximum strength, okay? So we go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And again, you can do it on the other side. And with the isometric exercises, I recommend that you hold each exercise 4 or 5 seconds and you repeat 2 to 3 sets of 10 repetitions. Now that we are done with doing repeated movement exercises, we did some stretches, some strengthening, and some range of motion exercises. I want to kind of explain to you that, you know, why would we have this issue, right? It can be because you're experiencing some sort of, disc issue. That can be like a herniated disc, hopefully not, but it could be, or it could be like a facet joint dysfunction. Regardless of what the reason is, somehow there's pressure on that nerve that's causing your symptoms, right? So we need to try to do these movements to try to alleviate that pressure from the nerve, so hopefully the nerve can calm down, your symptoms can go down. But you have to be mindful, whatever movements you were doing before this got you to this place. So once we get rid of the pain, you need to work every day to try to make sure that your muscles are healthy and they have a good balance. So we need to stretch those tight muscles, we need to strengthen those weak muscles, and we need to change our movement patterns, right? So if you're sitting like this every day for 8 hours, you are going to cause injury to your lower back, right? So we need to change that. What can we do to try to avoid those certain movements? Maybe put a timer on your phone every 20 minutes. So you have to get up, you have to move, you have to stretch, and try to incorporate different types of exercises into your routine. That can be aquafit, aerobic exercises, walking, yoga. Just try to incorporate those so your body feels healthier, and then you won't be having these lower back pains that you're experiencing. Make sure to read the description. I will leave videos for you there that will help you progress your way towards a healthier lifestyle. If you have any questions, as always, feel free to leave a comment for me. And if you liked the video, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to our channel.